We know we've got a good team on our hands and very well coached, and they're going to be battling for the same thing we are, is to maintain a lead on everybody else and be on top of the district standings.
Ronadami and the Sherryland Rattlers go to Laredo tomorrow night. They'll face Nixon. The winner will share first place in 31-5A with Pioneer. But tonight at Mission, two teams on the outside of the three-way battle for the lead. Rio Grande City facing the Veterans Patriots, two lost teams, trying to stay close. Diego Hernandez finds his favorite target, Landry Gilpin. That tied the game at 7. And then there were plenty of points in this game. Rio Grande City comes back and they score as Jason Pettis finds Victor Marquez on a 4th and long. The Rattlers led 14-7 and led 14-13 at the break. And then the scoreboard got a workout. Mission Vets wins 51-34 to stay close on the fringe of the lead in 31-5A. 31-5A has to be the Valley's most interesting football district. They stay thirsty, my friends. 9 teams in the district, at least one worthy school is going to be left out because of the 8-game district schedule. Tomorrow's game in Laredo is a pivotal contest, yet 5A teams are absent pretty much from the sub-6A division of Dave's Dozen, and the 2 on the board both lost tonight. Rio Hondo, Port Isabel, and La Feria all won. The other 3 teams struggled, which leads us to Brownsville. And the game of the week, which was last night, but tonight, Brandon Ortega, never taking a Friday night off, is live in Brownsville for a battle for first place in the Lower Valley 5A. Lopez surprising Mercedes, right, Brandon?
Dave, I talked to the team afterwards, and they didn't seem surprised. A huge win for them tonight, and they played fantastic in all 3 phases of the game. The defense slowed down the Tigers all night long. The offense helped drain the clock throughout the entire game, including the second half, and had some timely touchdowns. But the impact play tonight coming on special teams. Let's take you to that play in the first quarter. No score in the early goings. Both teams kind of struggling, but a huge breakout play here. Watch this. Pedro Garcia, the huge block, Josue Lucio on the recovery, and that was a Lobo touchdown. That helped set the tone for Lopez as they looked every bit like a playoff team tonight. They hang on to win this one, in a close one, 24-21. So the Lobos take one step closer to their first playoff berth since 2006, but importantly right now, they're in a tie for the district title, for the district lead at 4-1. So Mercedes and Lopez now in a deadlock at 4-1. So a huge win for them tonight, Dave, and a great performance from Lopez.
Don't count out Brownsville Vets. They're in there too. And of course for Lopez, 6 wins on the season. That means it's a winning season. Right now they're 6-2. Thanks, Brandon. 20 games on tonight's schedule. San Benito rolled tonight. They remain undefeated at 8-0. Harlingen picked up a big win. They knocked off Los Fresnos. Weslaco beat Harlingen South, doubled them up 20-10. And Edinburgh hung on. We'll have highlights of that in just a minute as they knocked off North. PSJ came back to win a close one, a tussle over at PSJ Stadium. McAllen upends Rowe 42-36 in triple overtime. That was the game of the night. Juarez Lincoln came back to beat La Jolla. We'll have highlights of that game coming up. In 5A, Mission Veterans, as we showed you, knocked off Rio Grande City. Pioneer is right there. 1 loss. They're in first place. They'll be tied with the winner of tomorrow night's Sherryland-Nixon game. Lopez, as we saw, beat Mercedes tonight to end the Tigers' winning streak. Meanwhile, Donna gets a win, shutout over Donna North. Ed Couch-Elsa beats Pace. In 4A play, La Feria went to Hidalgo, picked up a solid victory. Rio Hondo remains in first place in the 4A Division II district. And Port Isabel, an outmanned Progresso team, taken to task out at the island. Lyford came up with a win against Santa Rosa. Odom was way too much for Monte Alto tonight, and Freer knocked off La Villa. Ben Bolt defeating Santa Maria. And finally, St. Joseph's went on the road first district game, and the Buttons knock them off tonight, final of 37-31. In Edinburgh, the Bobcats have become a stealth team. Nothing impressive in the pre-district. Just 1 loss in league play tonight facing Edinburgh North. Nathan Mates scores first, 7-0 Bobcats. Christian Espinosa brings North back, 7-7. That was the score at the half. It took a 4th down stand, but Edinburgh holds off the Cougars 28-21. Don't look now, but the Bobcats are tied with PSJ North for 2nd place in the district. Another stealth team under the radar, La Jolla, just 1 loss in district, facing Juarez Lincoln tonight. Coyotes score first in a low-scoring first half. Ray Alanis totes the ball to the end zone, 6-0 La Jolla. Juarez Lincoln grabbed the lead, a lead they would keep the rest of the night. Elias Gutierrez with the score 7-6 at the break, and it's all Huskies in the second half. They down La Jolla 23-6. The district game in 16-3A Division I, Lyford at Santa Rosa. Leo Lara puts the Warriors on the board. A 92-yard scamper. Touchdown Santa Rosa. We got to give this one a few seconds to get him to the end zone. But Lyford comes back. Frank Moreno runs it, and he breaks some tackles, breaks stories. You know the line. The Bulldogs take charge, and they win 56-13. There was some confusion last week over regular season winning streaks from some of our viewers. I showed that Ed Couch-Elsa held the Valley record for regular season win. And the email asked, how could that be? Valley teams never win state championships. Wouldn't 30-plus wins mean a couple of state titles? Record keepers in Texas high school football follow three kinds of winning streaks: overall, regular season, and district. Overall streaks do require a couple state championships. As I've said many times before, if you make the playoffs, unless your team wins state, everybody finishes with a loss. Regular season is based only on the 10 games between August and the first Friday in November. And district streaks, they're just like they sound. Reminder, you can keep up with all the scores and highlights, features, and the guys have been doing a terrific job this season with feature stories, all your first and goal coverage. You can find that at krgv.com. Wait for it. This has been First and Goal Final for Friday, October 21st. I'm Dave Brown, and we'll see you with more finals next week.